Hello everyone, it's Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're going to get right to this. We're going to be doing the 1-2 What Do You Do strategy by Dice Dr. Dan. We rolled it out yesterday and we kind of played through the strategy not realizing that I was going to have such a horrible roll. So real quick, let's just review the strategy. We have a $750 bankroll here, and what we do is we come out with the 220 inside. Okay, so we're going to come out with 220. And let's just say we wait for the point to come out and it's going to be a 10. Then we get ahead of the 9. So we get ahead of the 9. That's going to pay us $70. And this is where the strategy gets interesting for a short time to set your base for what you want to do. So you're going to get $70. Now the 9's already performed. So what you do is you take the 9 and you put it on the 5 and you take this money here and you split it up amongst the other players, which now makes you have 75, 85. Is that a proper bet? 75. So we're going to make it 90. Sorry, guys, 90. It's going to be 90. And we're going to take this other 10, just put it in the rack. Now let's say we get an 8 hit. Okay, so the 8 hits, and that's going to pay us 105 for having 90 on it. So what you do then is you take your 220 that you started with. So we're going to take 220. There's 100. There's $220, and we're going to put right back here in the rack. That's what we started with. And then this is what we're going to play with. Should be enough to do about 110 easily. As you see, we still have some money left. You can do whatever you want to do at this point, and you just sort of have at your strategy with whatever you want to do. So the philosophy behind this, once again, is what you're going to do is you're going to do 220 inside, wait for a point gets established, and then whatever hits, if the 8 hits, it's going to get paid $70. So you're going to get paid $70. You're going to take this 8 and you're going to put it on the 6. That makes it 120. It'll pay 140. In this case, since it was a 6 or 8 that gets hit, we're going to take 35 each and push these up to $85. All right, so 85 is going to pay 119. So, and that's the philosophy. Once you get 2 hits, you rack the 220 and you start all over again. All right, so let's start with our bankroll. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 6, 7, 50. All right, so there's our 750 bankroll we're going to start, and we're going to go ahead and roll this 1-2. What do you do? And it's 2 hits. It takes a $750 bankroll. It's 2 hits, and then what do you do is totally up to you. That's where the what do you do comes from. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get this thing rolling. I am going to be setting the dice because he says that he plays with shooters. He always looks at the first shooter to see what they're going to do as to whether or not he's going to play this strategy or not. So we're going to assume that I know what I'm doing when we all know that I don't. And we're going to just come out with a point and let's see what happens. Here we go. Dice are out. There's a 5-1-6. All right, so the point's going to be a 5-1-6. Let's get that roll tracker started one time and we'll be good to go. All right, so the point is a 5-1-6, so we're going to take 220. And we're looking for 2 hits. And then you can do whatever strategy you want to do. I have an idea what I'm going to do, but I don't know that we're going to get there after yesterday's video. All right, so the point's a 6. Here we go. Dice are out. So 3-1-4, no hook, no help. 3-1-4. All right, dice are out. And there's a 7 out. Well, we are not going to do, to try to get the strategy out altogether. And he plays it, the reason why he has the 750 is he has 3 shooters. Now guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy that 220. We'll come out with another point. There's 225, 5 change. We'll be off on the come out. And we'll see what happens. 3 shooters. First shooter, no good. Wow, there's 4 of a kind. 4 deuces. All right, let's try this again. Dice are out. Coming out. We're off on the place box. It's a 3-1-4. Point's going to be a 4. 3-1-4. Point should be on. Dice are out. There's a 3-2-5. Well, we get our first hit. Can we do it twice? 3-2-5. Now he has another strategy that's going to come out later in the week. It's not going to be this one, so I'm doing 2 of Dan's Dice Doctor's strategies. This is the first one called 1-2, what do you do? That's our first hit at 70. So since the 5's performed, we take the 5 and we put it on the 9, always pressing his sister. And we're going to break these up and press the 6 and the 8 to 90. And in the video, he actually took this 10 and put it in play, the whole thing on the other number. I didn't do that in the first one. I racked it, but that's how he really does play it. Okay, see if we get that second hit. Dice are out. There's AC Deucey. Shocker. Doesn't help us any. Boy, I've thrown a lot of those horn numbers the last couple days. All right, dice are out. It's a hard 8. Hard 8. All right, so we have 90 on it. It's going to pay us 105. So that's the second hit. Now what we do is we come over here and we find 220. There's 200 and $20. We go ahead and put that back in the rack because that was our starting bankroll. Now let's see what we have out here to play with, how we're going to do this. Well, we certainly could come up 110 inside. I mean, that would be relatively easy. And then we have 45 left over. So what I would like to do is I would like to go ahead and put this to 154 inside. 154 inside. Oops, I said 154. This goes back over to the rack. I need to get some whites for this. Oops, I am short 2 reds on that side. So, and now we'll at least try me. This is the way I would play it. I would at least try to get 2 hits at 50 for 1, but no harm, no foul if red comes out now because we're back to being safe with the fact that our bankroll is in the rack. All right, dice are out. There's a 3-1-4. It's a frontline winner. Doesn't help us any. I do know that Dan said he would probably jump on the 4 and 10 at some point. Maybe that's what I should have done before I spread out the 154. I mean, I don't know. There's so many things that you could do here. All right, so dice are out. And there's a 5-1-6. There's our first 50 for 1. So now we are in the profit. No matter what happens at this point, we are going to be about a $50 winner. It's 50 for 1, so really we would be $49. Just going to rack that up. Oh, that was a come out, wasn't it? Oh, Jeffy. Sorry, guys. Reverse. Put the 1 back there. Take this 50 back out. That was the point. We were not on and working. All right. Dice are out. There's a 3, 2, 5. Now we're done with the 1, 2. What do? We're not going to kind of like trade out and go up and down and with these because it's performed the way it's supposed to. So now we are going to get the 50 for 1. $51. Now we are at a minimum $49 to the good on this shooter. 3, 2, 5. I would like to get 1 more at this level, and then I don't know really what I'm going to do because I got to recover that 220 that we lost on that first shooter. Dice are out. 617. All right. Not doing very good for us. I am, shooting wise, that is. 617. Some damn horn numbers that are killing me. Right. So let's go ahead and establish a point. Coming out on shooter 3. Shooter 3. Okay. Dice are out. There's a 5, 3, 8. Point's going to be an 8. 5, 3, 8. So we're going to do this 220 again. See what we can do. Now, you know, in this video, I'm not going to probably have enough time to play enough shooters unless we get in a long roll to actually recover that 220. But the idea is that you're going to be at the table, you know, for quite some time while you're playing. So let's see what happens. All right. Dice are out. And there's a 3, 2, 5. 3, 2, 5. That rolled. That was a 3, 2, 5, guys, not a 6, 3, 9. Doesn't matter. So we're going to do the opposite. But it was a 3, 2, 5. So it's going to pay us $70. 70. We're going to move the 5 to the 9, press the 6 and the 8. $30. Put the extra 10 in the winnings on the 9. All right, dice are out. So 6, 5, yo. 6, 5, yo. Doesn't help us any. Dice are out. And there's a 6, 4, 10. That doesn't help us any. All right. Dice are out. Another 6, 4, 10. Holy cow. Well, this is the part that I don't like about the strategies. We haven't had the 2 hits. You know, we have 70 in profit. This is coming up on what? The shooter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is coming up on a 6 hit. We're getting to the averages. Dice are out. And there's a hard 6. Well, at least we get past it this time. So there's a hard 6. We have 90 on it. It's going to pay us 105. 105. We go ahead and find the 210. The 220, I apologize. 220, and then this is what we have to play with. Now, we're not having very much luck. Let's see how much we can get this spread across here. I'm going to go 160, going to lock my 220 up as winnings. And I'm going to go ahead and one time with that $15, just in case we get a horn, I'm going to put it in the field. It's all in play now. Okay. Dice are out. And there's the 7 out. We cannot get ahead here, guys. We cannot get ahead, but we were at the averages. It just took us too long to get to the winning. So we go back to our bankroll. We're still down somewhere around $200 to $210. What did we make on that last shooter? We're going to go a couple more shooters if it's going to be this fast with the shooters, because obviously I am struggling trying to set the dice. All right, we're going to come out on this next shooter. I'm just going to throw it down here randomly just to see if we get a point established. I'm not really going to worry about it. Let's see what happens here. Dice are out. And there's an 8, so the point's going to be an 8. 5, 3, 8. And now I'll go ahead and set the dice. I'm going to do 220 again. We're getting to the second hit. We're just not getting anywhere where we can make any money, which is unfortunate, because I think that, one of these foundation building strategies, this could be one that you could use. All right, dice are out. That 8 is on, guys. I know it's off, but it's on. Dice are out. There's a 4, 2, 6. So there's our first hit for $70. 4, 2, 6. So this 8 would actually be on. It's going to pay us 70. We take the 8 and we take the 6, sorry. 6 did its job. We take the 6 and put it on the 8, so we have 120. And we go ahead and put 35 and 35 on the 5 and the 9. And his rationale behind that is actually to the point that, hitting the number again, yes, we all see that it does happen. But the idea is that the 6 performed. Let's go ahead and move on with a bigger win on the second hit on one of the 3 remaining place box hits there. So that's the idea that's actually behind that. So dice are out. And there's AC Doocy. Oh my gosh, these horn numbers. Horn numbers. If I saw this trend, there's no doubt that after I hit one of these, I would probably take that $20 that was extra and put somewhere in the field, on a horn, something, because this is just incredible. All right, dice are out. And there's a 4, 2, 6. We're not on it. Well, we just talk about repeating numbers. Doesn't help us any though. 4, 2, 6. Dice are out. They split. AC Doocy again. And this is where, as a player, watching somebody else shoot, this is where I get aggravated. And yes, I do get aggravated because, I've got money out here. And if you think about how many ways we have here, we have 8, 5 is 13. Okay, let's split that up. And you're rolling 6 or 7 rolls and not getting the 2 hits that you should get. That's what gets aggravating to me. And just as soon as I pull something down because I don't like the way the shooter's rolling, or maybe I have that feeling, damn if I won't get hit. And then you go, oh crap, Why didn't I do that one more time? All right, dice are out. There's a 516. Holy crap. Oh my God. Dan, I know you're watching this video, and I'm sorry, but just following the rules. Dice are out. Oh, that was a bad roll. Got a 6-5 yo. See, we're just not getting anywhere, and this is aggravating to me. And I don't know what I would do at the table. I'd have to give it some thought. What is this going to be? The shooter's 8th shot coming up, and we've got paid one time. Maybe instead of spreading out that way with the extra ones, you catch the 4 and the 10. Still, we hit 3 6s though. Dice are out. And there's a 325. Well, at least we got our second hit, so we'll get our 220 recovered. And now we just need to worry about what our foundation will be. Wow, that is an awful lot. 325. So that is going to pay us. It's going to pay us 119. We have 85 on it, guys. 119. All right, 119. Let's go ahead and find 220. All right, there's the 220. We're going to lock that back up. If we can just get some profit. I think we're only $49 ahead, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I did it wrong. How are we going to do this? We were hitting the insides. So I'm going to put 60 on the 6 and the 8. Come back with a quarter on the 5 and the 9. What do we have left here? 19. We'll just put this 15 in the field for now, and if we win, we'll spread out to the 4 and 10. There's no rhyme or reason, guys. It's just how I'm doing it. I'm just trying something different. All right, dice are out. Did I put that roll in there? I did not. 325. Oh, yes, I did. All right. Dice are out. That's a bad roll. 516. It's going to get us $70, and I'm going to rack that. I'm not even going to consider about doing anything other than racking that $70. Well, we got 15 in the field that's gone. Let's just try that one more time. 15 in the field. All right, dice are out. $538. 538. It's going to be a $70 winner. I guess we better come out of the field in this case, guys. How much you want to bet? Just as soon as we do, something will happen. So we're going to lose the field. We probably have enough. Let's go ahead, and this time, let's go ahead and catch the 4 and the 10 for the minimum. And we'll just go ahead and rack the rest of this for the time being. Let's see what happens with this roll. Watch the horn number pop up here, guys. Watch it. Oh, it was a point, too. All right, so we're going to be off on the point. Be off on the come out. I'm just going to do this. Dice are out. And there's a 628 right back on the 8. I just randomly chunked them down there to get a point set. It's not going to hurt us either way. We were off. 628. Now I'll go back to setting them. Okay. Dice are out. And there's a 516. Now it's time to think about some type of regression. I know most of you would be saying, no, Jeff, don't regress, press. Press, Jeff, press. I want to recover my losses from that first roll, and we're going to do it with this. With this right here brings us back to that. So we won 70 there. Let's come down to 110 inside, leaving the 4 and 10 up there, and we'll lock this all up as profit. So 120 in profit, 250. So we have got our, oh, we're going to be more than that. We've got more than 750. in this rack now, guys. We will have more than 750. All right, so the point was an 8. Sorry, guys. Apologize for that. The 516 has been entered. Here we go. Collect and press. That's what we're going to do here. Dice are out. Oh, it rolled over. Hit that back wall. It was going to be a 516. Just kind of roll back this way and hit the wall and roll to a 6. Cannot get anywhere in the videos. Let's see, 25 minutes into the video. Let's take a count. Not of what we're losing, because we know what we're losing. Let's take a count of what's here. We should be more than 750. Should be closer to probably 900. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop, maybe not 5, 6, 7. There's 800. 800. So we're really not up that much. We started with a 750 bankroll. So there's our profit right here. One more shooter. That's what they always say, right? Just one more shooter. I'm going to go ahead and set the 220 up, but we'll be off. That way I don't have to come back over here. All right, I'm just going to randomly chunk it down here to get a point established because we're off on the come out, and then we'll go from there. All right, we're coming out. This will be the last shooter of the video. Let's see what happens here. Dice are out. There's a 628, so we're on the 8. 628. Now that was a random me just chunking it down there. Now I will be setting them, guys. All right, this is the 1-2, what do you do? And once again, I'm underperforming as a shooter for Dice Dr. Dan. This is his strategy. He does have a YouTube channel, guys. You should go check it out. It's a small channel, but, you know, go like and subscribe. Dice are out. That's a horrible roll. Midnight, after midnight, we're gonna let it all. All right. All right, dice are out. Here's a hard 6. Hard 6, that's our first hit. On the 1-2, what do you do? That would be the 1. And that's going to be a $70 winner. That's a hard 6. So we take the $70 in winnings. We take what hit and press it up on the number that didn't, leaving the 6 bare. I think a twist for me would I would not leave that bare. I would leave something on it, maybe not as high as these, but I would put something there because I'm actually using an inside set trying to make some magic happen here. Here we go. Dice are out. 3-1-4, no good. Not for us. I mean, we don't have anything on it. 3-1-4. Okay, dice are out. Six, 2, 8. We got there. Means we're going to lock up our 220. So this is several times that the strategy has performed for us in this video. We've recovered our winnings. Now what we lost on that one shot, which shows you that it can do that. So we have a 120 on it, which means it's going to pay us $140 in winnings. And what we're going to do is we're going to pull down the 220. All right. Here's the 220 coming back in the rack. You know, if you wanted to right now, you could go ahead and, let's see what's here. We could go ahead and call this video if we wanted to, because now we have $200 in winnings. There's we got $250 in winnings, a $750 bankroll. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and play some of this. I'm going to do 110 inside, and I'm going to put 15 on the 4 and 10 and try to catch it. So I'm locking up $75. Let's see what happens here. Uh-oh. Ah, point made. All right, guys, points off. Sorry, guys, I see that before somebody fusses at me. Don't pay attention. That's off. I'm just going to randomly chicken feed down there and get a point set. Dice are out. And there's a 6. Point's going to be 516. Now we're off the 1-2. What do you do? We've made 70 on the first hit, 140 on the second hit of the 1-2. And now we're at whatever you want to play. This is your strategy. You can lock up the wins. You just wait. As you see here, I've got 110 and 30 more in play. Okay, here we go. Dice are out. Did I enter that? 516. All right. There's a hard 10. Hard 10. It's going to pay $27. I think we just racked that. What do you think, guys? Would you rack it? Would you press it? What would you do here? You're home free now. We know that we're going to have a $200 win. Well, not necessarily, because we're still out there. We know that we're going to be up. We're going to be up whatever. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and put our 750 aside. So there's 200 in the rack. There's 500 in the rack. And this is our starting money in the bankroll in the back here. There's 50. So what we have in winnings is 150, 175 here with 140 out there. 175, 140. Sounds like a good win to me. But not being greedy, just want to play this out just a little bit more. Dice are out. 6, 4, 10. We'll take the $27 winner. Now we won 27 and 27, and working, thinking about that, we're going to call that's close enough to 60 for 60 from a government standpoint. So let's go ahead and let's bring everything down to 66 inside. We'll lock this profit up. Whatever we have left out here, after we put this 66, and we're just going to full press on the first hit, half press thereafter, and this is just, there's no rhyme or reason. This isn't part of the strategy. This is just what I'm doing after the fact. I've locked up my win. I have my 20 to 30% win. So with that said, Dan, Dice Doctor, we've got the win, at least where I would be. And I'm going to try to see what's going to happen. This will be the last shooter. Let's see what happens here. It'll be a full press. We'll drop one for 22, and then we'll half press from that moment on. Dice are out. Bad roll. 6, 4, 9. And guys, why I always say that is because I can see the dice split. I can see them going in the wrong direction, and that they're not going to wind up hitting the way I would like to see them land, and I missed my landing spot. 21, going to throw the dealer $1. Dealer, please press this up, and now it's going to be a half press and collect the rest of the way. If it turns into a super long roll, we'll catch the 4 and the 10. We'll do some other things, but we've got our profit locked up. We're good. Anything else here is a bonus. Dice are out. And there's a 11. No good for us. All right. Dice are out. And there's a 426. It's going to be a frontline winner. It's going to pay us 28 because I don't have enough whites in the rack. 426 should be the frontline winner. Oh, we hit the tall. How about that? We hit the tall on that last one, guys. I wasn't out on it. Typically, if I was playing, I would have been out on. Me shooting would be 5-5-5. Other shooters would be 2-1-2, but we weren't on it. So that's going to come off. We're just going to rack this up. As a matter of fact, point made. Let's do this. This time I'm going to set the dice for this come out set of a random. Dice are out. And there's a 7 come out, which means we would reset the all tall. So there's a come out 7. Roll continues. All tall's been reset. I'm not on it. Dice are out. And there's a 5-3-8, so the point's going to be an 8. This roll is going to continue until the hand is over with. 5-3-8 is the point. We weren't on. All right, remember, we made $27. We could press that if we want. I chose not to. We'll half press from here. Dice are out. Bad roll. Got lucky, 5-3-8. I was way off on my landing spot. Kind of felt like the dice stuck to my hand. So that's going to be 30 for $2. Is that 5-3-8? So we're going to get 30 for 2. And half press of that would be 15. Let's go ahead and make the 5 and the 9 look like a quarter, and we'll only press 10 of it instead of 15 of it. All right, 3-5. Oh, I don't want to tell you my dice that I'm using till after I'm over with. All right, dice are out. And there's a 3-2-5. Good choice on the press. That's going to pay us 35. So that's going to give us 35. I'm going to get some 5 and 1s because I'm going to do the inside. Or actually, I guess I got 24 on it. Anyway, we'll just take the 1s. 3-2-5. Oh, was that a front line winner? 8 and 8. Oh, sorry, guys. The point's going to be a 5. Never mind about that. Sorry, guys. We're going to leave it pressed up the way it was. That's not a winner. That was a come out. The point is now a 5. Dice are out. And there's the 7 out. Okay, no harm, no foul. We still got a nice win. We still got a nice profit on a $750 bankroll with 5 shooters. I don't think we did bad at all. Let's go ahead and bring this down, and let's take a look at where we stand and call this video. I'm going to shoot this out one more time. Guys, we know that this is 750. This side is 750, but I'll go ahead and count it out for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 50. And then this will be profit. 1, 2, 50. There is 300, 25, $332 profit after we took that big hit on that very first roll. We did take a very big hit, but this is the 1-2. What do I do? And you know, there's some merit, I think, to specifically to this strategy, and it's a dice doctor. He has a channel. Just Google or YouTube Dice Doctor. His name is Dan. You'll see him in all the other YouTube content providers forums and in their live streams, and he's been on Craps Chat. This is the 1-2. What do you do? I'm going to roll this out one more time before we move on to the second one of his strategy, which is a little bigger buy-in, but we'll see what happens. 750 buy-in. You do 220 inside. You take 2 hits. You recover your 220. And when you hit the first one, you press the sister, spread out the rest of the winnings. When you get the 2 hits, you have at it. Do whatever you want to do. He even says you can take the 220 that you won. or what's left over after 220, just pocket it and wait for the next shooter to come out. In any event, take a look at the screen here at my rolls. 47 rolls, 5 shooters. Look at that SOR. 9.4, and this was me rolling the dice the majority of the time. An SRR of 7.8, and look at that. I got a sharpshooter. That's another side bet, paid 6-1. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you would, give me a thumbs up on the video. I really would appreciate it. It means a lot. Till next time, guys, this is Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. As always, be safe. Play smart.